Hi guys. Hello. Okay. Can you see okay? I am now I'm coming up on 100 roses in trailed. And you get better. The more you do, the more you get. And I'm still using the same. So let me make sure that you can see. Can you see? Okay. So basically, I guess I could raise it up a little bit, or raise this down. How about that? How's that? Is that better? You can see my hand? Yep, okay. I liked it better when I could see what I was filming, but if I see my hands in there. So anyway, I'm about 100 roses in. So I'm really starting to get the hang of it, all right? So these are for the patio, so I need a lot of them. The entryway and the patio. So, and of course, this is a really sloppy one. I've been doing neat ones all afternoon. Oh, well, see? But anyway, the moral of the story is practice, right? So I'm getting really fast because I have a lot of roses to do. Okay. And I'm trailing glaze. It's got some stain in it, intense red stain added to it. It's really basically a very deep brown. And this is a saltillo tile. It's terracotta, handmade in Mexico. I like to try to find salvage ones because the older ones are so much better made than the more recent ones. But these are recently made, and they're not too bad. They've been taking my glazes really well. And notice I've done. This is the raw, and here I put on 2 glazes, a layer of, I forget what it was. Basically a sort of could have been 012, Amico 012, because I always love 012. And then you can put over that something, and there's some crystals in that. So there's that. I mean, how long did that take? Oh, we should time me, huh? So, and I had been using a commercial yellow glaze, but I ran out, so I made this one a little while ago. And we'll see how it turns out, because I didn't measure anything. I just used what I had in my head. And I used a Mason stain, the intense cadmium yellow. So, worst comes to worst, I have to fire it again. So the major thing with trailing, especially when you're trailing over a glaze or something, this terracotta is very soft. Especially when you're doing that, yeah. The major problem is clogging. All right. And you just have to embrace the clog. Can you see me okay? Anybody there? Say hello if you are. Did I hit the button okay? Well, let me see. Let me see what we've got. Am I going? I don't even know if I'm going. Oh, well, if I'm not going, it's not so bad. Okay. But anyway, so now all I'm doing is trailing, and I'm not, this is going to flow a little bit. It will flow more on the glaze side than the raw side. And I sort of like that contrast in the way these have been coming out. I already took a whole kiln load of them out this morning. Was it this morning? Yesterday. And arranged them on a table outside so I can begin to see. Because when you do this and have this, you actually can make a pattern within a pattern, which is something I learned from looking at Mexican Talavera glazes, because they just sell these real thin tiles that are just divided like that, and then they arrange them all kinds of strange and wonderful ways. So I thought, well, I could use that concept and then make a fairly symmetrical design on top, and have both going on, which is, you know, I just love levels of stuff going on. I don't want it to be what you see off the bat the first time to be all there is to see. It's poetry, if you can, but this is like the thing that slows me down the most is just clogging this thing, and I should, because I just made this and I probably didn't make it thick enough. Now, this is a plastic tip. Yesterday I was using metal tips, so if I'm having a problem, all I have to do with a plastic tip, if I need it a little bigger, is go like that, and this might be too big now, but since that was clogging, since I made this pretty thick. I also got the white dove with the flowers out of the kiln. They came out nicely, but I think I'm gonna fire them one more time. I already filled up the kiln again, and it's firing as we speak. So there's my yellow roses, right? And then all I need to do is you can do it with a brush, like that, and I'm keeping it fairly thick because this terracotta tile really sucks up the glaze, and if I don't keep it thick, I'm not going to get the gloss I want, and I do want this to be, but since it's going to be walked on, every tile has a raw place. It's another reason I'm giving it a raw place, so that there's traction underfoot, and there's still a design. So, and then there's another word I put it. I didn't get ready for you guys to make this. So that's a Dunkin' glaze right there. I have a trailer. There it is. Okay, this is a sort of deep burgundy. I used it a lot on the doves. They all turned out pretty nice. I broke the corner of one. It sort of stuck to the. I didn't clean the shells well enough, and it sort of stuck. And then or I might have damaged it beforehand, bumping into things, you never know. But for that many tiles, I think it was, let's see, 3 times 6, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 tiles of those birds with the white roses. So I've lost track of how many roses I've done, but the major thing is, can you see? Okay. And all I'm doing here, I make sure my hands are in, is trying to get this one started. I should have, before I started live, I should have had these all ready to go, but it's the end of the day. My brain ain't functioning. And if worse comes to worse, I just take it out and throw it in a bucket of water for cleaning later, and pick a fresh one. And I keep a little brush for cleaning out the bottle part. All right, so now, okay, that should be good. And this is deep dark green. Okay, ooh, I like the way this color's been firing. So, and it's faster for me to trail than it is to brush, especially when I'm going inside a line mostly. I don't want to have it even anyway. So there we go. Now, the one other thing I can do is add a little bit of another color in the middle. So this is a red, and it'll mix with the yellow and just become sort of orangey as it flows together. So I can just add a little here and there, but not too much, because the roses are usually darker in the middle, and then they pale as they go out. So there's a rose. There's number 101, right? And I trail them first all together. Did I get that back in the right place for you? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Oh, did I mess up? So I can't see the writing and work the table. Am I there, guys? Okay. So here's one. So usually I just trail them and then do each color separately because okay, you want to see that again? I've got 3 more to do today and a pile of to-dos. So, and I don't even want this. They come out looking really sort of old, and it's just really neat the way they're coming out. I'm pretty happy. All right, here we go. Maybe this one will be a little better. I was a little sloppy on that one. Time me. How fast can I do one? I'm trying to go fast for you. Well, so the moral of the story is practice, you know. Somebody say, oh, you draw so well. Well, I got a lot of practice, you know, because that's what it's all about. You're teaching your hand. And pretty soon, you don't think about it, the hand knows. But you gotta, you know, have hours of practice. And I have been sitting here for days, trailing yellow roses and the first ones were pretty klutzy, I must say. They sure didn't look like roses. And then I've been keeping roses on these. I went to the store, well, no, I went to the store a long time ago. No, I didn't leave because I can't leave. Can you see? Okay. Yeah. Roses. So I keep them on the table. Let me see if I can raise this up a little bit. Is that better? Yeah, so I keep roses on the table so I can, but I'm not looking at them much anymore, 100 in. I'm sort of, but when I started, I was looking at the roses, so. How long did it take? I had to stop and adjust. All right. Somebody time me. One more. If I got the tip ready. Ah! Okay. All right. We ready? Ready? Set. Let me make sure I got... Okay. I have to do it this way. Okay. Ready, set, go. Let me know. How long does it take me to do a rose? Let me make this one face out this way a little bit. Yep. Am I still in the picture? Yep. It's really better if I go this way with a leaf. Less likely to clog. Okay, done. Well, a couple of veins, right? How long did it take? It took several days to get to here. Well, more than days. I don't know how many days I've been doing roses. One more to go for the day, and I'm done. At least the trailing part. I like the line to be dry before I start adding the yellow. All right. Let me go. Will this one be faster? What do you think? I can't see you're coming up, so I can't say hello to you. So I'm not being rude. I'm just the way the camera is right now. I can't see you. That sort of ruined my speed contest there. I logged it. Sometimes you can squeeze it out, but sometimes not. Depends on, because there's little crystals in here. So that slows me down. Darn, I was on a roll, wasn't I? It's the last one of the day. And I have in my bottle little marbles, glass marbles, so it helps keep things. This one got a little sloppy, didn't I? I could fix it. All right. All right. What next? The yellow, right? Okay, I've trailed all the tiles that are ready to be trailed. Back I go to the yellow. Oh my gosh. What did I do with the yellow? Did you guys steal it? Huh? Did you take it? Did you hide it from me? Well, I can't do it. What can I say? I've lost it on my very busy table. Where's my yellow? What was it? It was in a plastic tip. It was a pink tip. Where's the pink tip? You know I got a blind spot right in front of my nose. I like to say I can't see what's right in front of my nose. Well, here's my green. I'll do the green. Am I in the picture? Yep. What did I do with the yellow? And I would line them up and probably do all the greens at once. I had them lined up on the table and I was really roaring the other day because I wanted to fill up the kiln. So I'm working on the third kiln load of these. And you know, there's something, I always thought I would not like to be a production anything, but there's something rather peaceful about this once you get past the how the heck am I going to do it, and you figure it out. It's sort of, but I don't know what I do with the yellow. It's gone. That's the end of my video, I guess. Thanks for watching. Aha, it's hiding. There it is. There it is. You see it? All right, let's do some yellow. Ooh, that's right. I cut the tip off, so now it's sort of like that that old method of where they trail an oil-based black or a wax-based black, and then they fill it in, but they let it flow. They do a real liquid stuff and let it flow in because the black line is somewhat raised and resistant. Because in the old days it was oil, but these days I think they do it in wax. So it's sort of like that method, but not. Because I actually want these colors and the lines to flow into each other. I don't want a distinct line. And I could take you out and show you the table full of tiles. Would you like that? You want to see that? I have to take this off. Well, maybe another time. I gotta finish these tiles. Hubby's in the house. We had a care worker for 3 hours today, so that was good. I got a lot of work done. So I'm not even worried about that because I can come back and redo that line. Am I in the picture? Yeah. So these are just glazes. Most people, they think about trailing underglazes, all right, or slips. And underglazes are sort of glorified slips, aren't they? But I like to trail glazes. I hardly ever trail underglazes. Yeah, mostly I trail glazes, and they flow a little bit. So how many is that? Oh my gosh! I'll get that green over there. Here's another one. So. Are we getting bored yet? I'm not bored. It's amazing. This is almost sort of restful. You know, when you get to this point where it's like, and I never thought I would like production anything, but I think the problem will be how to stop doing yellow roses. I'll just want to keep on going because it's like somewhat relaxing and addictive. There's one. Yep, I'm going to put that one. I'm running out of places to put them. Oh, here's one. It was a mess too. And now sometimes I'll fire the glaze first and then trail over a glazed area that's already been fired, which is a different effect. The line moves less. I've been forgetting to put the red in him. Sometimes I do some orange, but mostly I've been letting it flow together and it's been turning out okay. So I did have some, found out if I don't dust these off, they're sort of dusty. I had some glaze that didn't attach, and so I'm just dropping the red right into the wet. I did a really pretty bowl that's going to be a sink. Of course, yellow roses, because I'm in yellow rose mode. So I think I got carried away with the red on that one. Oh my gosh. Here we go again. Yes, I have been trailing roses for days. So now I understand you, production people that can do cup after cup. I begin to understand that there's a really, and not that I'm ever going to be doing cup after cup. See, I stay away from the wheel. I loved the wheel when I was learning the wheel. In fact, I lived on the wheel when I was learning the wheel. I'd have to live on it again, and then I wouldn't get, I'm afraid of the addiction of the wheel, just the watching that go around. There's something so hypnotic about it. Did I get every petal? Sort of. That one was faster, wasn't it? Nope. Why don't we drop some red in while we're here? Ooh, woo, that's so neat. Let it run. Now, the brown line will show through. It will bleed upward, so it will show, but it'll be very soft. It won't be so harsh. Oh, here's another one. Is this the last one of the day? Last one? No, there's another one. All right. It's getting long. I'll know how long it took me to do these. Okay. I just love the way they're turning out. They look like they've been around. They have a history. It's sort of fun. It's what I wanted. I didn't want brand new looking. I wanted vintage looking. Vintage like me. There we go. How many more I got to do? Oh my gosh. Is this the last one? Okay, this is the last one. Well, I still have to go back and do all the grains, right? And I'm running out of stuff, but I made a bunch. I just wanted to put it in this smaller container. Will I make it through the last rows without having to refill this bottle? I'm not going to make it. That's all right. Tomorrow's another day. You get the idea. I think it's done. So, this is not this color. I made this color, but I'm using this. So I just put it in this jar because I was going for that color, but this is brighter. And I just mixed some various things and put it in that jar so that I could have. And I used intense yellow. And I know if I post this on the Mason Stain underglaze group. So there's no underglaze in this. Well, there is actually. There's some. I took some intense yellow, Amico intense yellow. You see it? Can you see it okay? I took that and I added Gersley Bore to it. And so that was a base. And then I added, I couldn't find my clear glaze. So I added a white glaze, and then I knew I had to put some more yellow in it. So, and then I added a Mason Stain. And tried to keep it thick enough so it's a little less than those puffy paints. It runs a little, but these, oh, I just did the leaf. Well, that's all right. It might look nice because when I go over it with green, it should just lighten it. All right. It's the last rose. I'm allowed to. Okay, so here we go. Last rose, I'm going to go right into that yellow one. It probably looked pretty neat. And I'll come back probably and put the brown veins in. Some of them I go in, but I draw the veins first. Some of them I draw the veins after. Some of them I don't even draw the veins. I don't want them super similar. I want them analogous. Is that right? Right use of that word? Will my mother approve? Okay. All right, so it also needs a darker green, which is what this is, I think. Yep. Yeah, this fire's pretty dark, sort of a really dark teal. It's nice. So I'm putting it down at the base of the leaves. Am I in the picture still? I'm putting it down at the base of the leaves. So it becomes the shadow. There we go. My hand's getting tired. A couple days back, I had to stop because I got Charlie horse in my right hand from squeezing the bottle. So there we go. What do we need? We need a little red. I do have a pink here. This is a Opalescent 52 fuchsia. And that has a nice effect on this tile too. It almost pastels the color. It's sort of nice. So I'm going to do one like this and just let it flow a little bit into there. It's very opaque. Unlike the yellow is some more transparent, but this is quite